How can I create a new spaceship or a fighter that looks more interesting than this one without modeling? And here's Chris again, and I will show you quite now. Okay, what's the trick? We have to do some preparation before. One is that from my last video I show you how to create this more simple spaceship, and to have a copy of this one I will show you how to do that. I'm pressing Shift D. This makes a copy of my spaceship, and then after apply, then I will save the new one. I will give it the name Fighter 2, and the first is Fighter Backup. I will show you why this is necessary. Some preparation. Fighter, I call it Fighter 01 Backup. Okay, this is just my backup. I have the same here. It's nearly laying at the same position. Okay, what can I? Yeah, now I'm hiding this fighter backup and switching off the display for the viewport as well for the rendering. Okay, now I'm working just on this one. And yeah, how can I change the surface of this model without modeling? Yes, of course, I'm using some modifiers. And before I do that, I will apply, this is necessary to apply this mirror modifier. If you haven't done that already, please do that now, because when we are using the other modifiers, that will react in a manner that we don't want to. Okay. So, and now you see we still have our mirror modifier here at this position. I can show you in the solid view. It's lying here in the center of our, in the center here, not in the center of the object, but in the somewhere here. It's important. This is the point. This is kind of reference point, and this should belong to each other. So just to not to get confused, I'm selecting both and putting them in a new collection, and this collection I will call Fighter 2 collection. We need this empty as a reference point later on. Okay, so and now comes the magic. I'm selecting these object, the Fighter 002, and now here I use this cast modifier, and it's really quite impressive. I'm switching off all the axes at the first, and you can see when I switch the x-axis on, I can do some crazy stuff with that, but it's not doing in the manner I want to do it. It's changing somewhere weird, and yeah, it's looking interesting but not good. And at this point we need a reference point, and now I'm choosing this mirror empty. This mirror empty comes in as a reference point, and now I'm choosing this with the pipette here. And now when I change the factor, you can see, oh yeah, it's doing something on the x-axis. Yeah, it's quite impressive. Maybe I'm changing here to render mode. You can see, let me take the material view. Maybe this is, you can see what happened now. Yeah, so let me have let me check what I can propose in the beginning. I'm just taking here the epsilon, for example, and minus, also use the minus, something like that. That's already looking quite cool here with this lights here from the mission material as well as here and from the back. Yeah, that's looking quite good without doing nothing than using this cast modifier. And the shape is still sphere. And when we switch it off and on, you see, oh, that's looking quite cool. And yeah, just to save this configuration, I'm duplicating this collection. I will show you why. Because I want to save all this configuration. So now I have this fighter called 2 and I will rename it to 3. And maybe I leave the rest here just to know. No, I will do it in the right way. This is fighter 3. And switch off here the collection from my first or the second fighter, and now I can manipulate other settings. For example, here more on z-axis and with a little bit more strength here, the factor, maybe like this. Yeah, it's quite cool. Nothing but using the modifier. Okay, and now I will duplicate this once more. Duplicate, collection, and switch off the fighter 03 and renaming here or4. Okay, and now I will modify, copy once more. Oh no, not with shift copy. One moment. I just want to not shift D but duplicate the collection. Right. Switch off the collection. Renaming fighter 5. Fighter 5. And now I'm switching from sphere, for instance, to cylinder. And you see it's changing, and now I will use the x-axis. Oh, that looks quite cool. Why not? Like this. Yeah, it's longer. It's quite cool. Okay. To save or to make him, yeah, to save this fighter, I will copy this collection once more. Switch off the collection 05, renaming the new one 6. And for instance, here 6 as well. 6, and now I want to change from cylinder to thyboid. I don't know the pronunciation. Oh, this it's quite cool. It looks kind of weird. Maybe this is too strong for me. I will check some other settings. So start from the beginning. X and Z, for example. Yeah, but this is, for me, it's too strong. Take in another direction. 05. Something like that. Just more simple. That's okay. I will take this. So I will duplicate this once more. Duplicate collection. Switch it to the original off. And modifying here the name to 7. Same here to 7, 7. And now let me choose the epsilon as well. And yeah, it's quite cool. Just by modifying this, something like that, maybe. I think it's too strong. Oh, that's looking quite cool. Okay. Yeah, and of course you can get crazy as well. So let me check once more another setting. I will copy once more, duplicate collection, switch up the original, and now here naming to 8. 8, and here 8 as well. 8 as well. And then, yeah, if I have a really crazy configuration, let me think something like this. And this looks, yeah, interesting, but it's not so organic. So you can change it by using the subdivision modifier. This is this one. So let me try to some new settings, and you see this harsh settings are gone. It's more smooth, and if you want to emphasize the smoothness, go up with this render levels here, with this subdivision levels. 2 is quite intense, and so yeah, change the settings you like, and you see it's more organic. Oh, that's quite cool. And if it's maybe there's a fighter, yeah, it's quite cool. And this setting is more organic, of course. And while using this rendered mode, okay, so, and to see all of them, of course, you have to put them each beside. But before doing that, you should apply or save this version, and this is what I want to do now. I would save the new version before doing the next step, and now I'm going to, yeah, I try to put them beside before applying, otherwise you can change some settings also. So I will switch on the next one. And now it's important to select both of these. Maybe I can change. No, you have to change you have to check both, and then you can use it with the grab tool and put it beside, of course, somewhere here. And this is you doing that. You can do that with all the other fighters as well. It's also possible to do this with parenting, but in my case it's fine for me, just switching on and selecting both. Go to the x-axis. Okay, we'll switch on the next, selecting these and going to X. Going to X once more. Somewhere here. Selecting both, now to the other side. Okay, so this is the first I did. So, and isn't that impressive? It's quite cool. I would just to show you how cool that is. You can change the light. I will change the light. We'll make it a little bit stronger, and duplicate it. Maybe here, more stronger. Just to get an impression how they are looking. This is the model we started from. It's okay, but it's not really interesting. And now you can see the others here with this. Yeah, especially from behind, it's quite nice. Let us look in the front. And this you can see with this more organic form. Quite nice, I like this one. That's really cool. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at the others. Okay, this one. Yeah, quite a long one. Cool, cool, cool. Now from behind. So, okay, with this bunch of fighters without modeling, isn't that quite cool? Really, it's cool. Okay, in the next video, we'll show you what you can do with all these fighters, and do a really cool animation of some highways of these fighters in the sky. Okay, so have fun. Cheers. Ciao.